to Nancy and I's space. This is your Essential Spirit Scopes for July 2024. We are in the beginnings of the summer solstice, and this is what you need to know for July based on your astrological sign. And nothing that Nancy and I do has anything to do with the astrological sign other than the name of it. So, hey, Nancy, welcome back.
Hello, Miss Tara. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. It's been a busy month of June, coming off all sorts of events and things, and I'm excited to kind of move into the summer where we can just kind of maybe sort of try to kind of recollect and realign and rejuvenate. I'm looking forward to some sunshine and happiness.
That makes me chuckle a bit because our listeners definitely know how many summits that you put on, and there's nothing about Tara Diana that slows down. But we'll go with that for people.
I'm trying. That is my intention setting that I'm going to do for July and August, is to kind of revamp, rejuvenate. There is some super exciting stuff though, Nan, coming up, that, and you're always a part of it, so you know some of this, but there is some really cool stuff coming up and some different directions that we're going. You know, the summits and stuff, those are great, and they were kind of teasers to see how they were received, and they were received really well. So now we're going to ship and shape and mold. So, you know, the podcasts that we do are really popping and flying. So now it's time to kind of see what else we can bring to the table, but you got to kind of take a break and rejuvenate. And that's kind of what I'm thinking that we should do over the summer.
Nice. Good thing to do during the solstice energy too, right?
Absolutely, because it's about growth and expansion, but you can't do that if you're exhausted.
That's right. That's right.
Straight up. Okay, let's do this though, because I do feel like we have some good messages. I do feel like solstice is about expansion and development. And I do feel that spirit wants us to be able to share some insight into this month specifically, because it is about rejuvenation. It is about that growth and that expansion. And again, you can't do that if you aren't nurturing. So if you're not watering your garden ain't gonna grow.
Right. Kaboom.
Oh, we should put that on a bumper sticker.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
You know, honestly, I should have kept track of all the bumper stickers I've made over the years. So let's get into this. What cards are you using?
I'm going to use the Animal Allies deck. And yep, what are you using?
I knew you were trying to think of how to ask me, because you already know I don't know what the cards are. I'm using these. Okay. I love them. They're very beautiful cards, very lovely cards. And that's what I'm using. No idea who made them, who did anything with them, but they're nice cards and we're going to use them. So I'm going to start off though with Aries, if you don't mind, Lovey. And the card that I got was actually the first card I just showed you, and it was the Sun. And I'm just going to kind of give it up here a little bit for those watching. And the Sun, for me, if you look at this card, it is everything that I just talked about. It is, you know, she's sitting in water and she's rejuvenating. The sun is beating down on her, so there's sunshine and happiness. And there's flowers growing out of the water, the lotuses, right? And just so much. I think there's even some kind of horn growing out of there, like a trumpet or something, out of the side of the bowl of water there. Anyway, the point being is that this is about expansion and growth, but looking after yourself. And I want to remind our audience, those that are watching us or listening to us or whatever you're doing with us, hanging out, chilling, is that these messages are meant for you to take and mold for the month. What you do with them after that is up to you, whether you carry it on or whatnot. But if you are not looking after yourself, and this is a repeat message. Let's be honest. This is a repeat message. We must go in. But Aries, this is specifically for you. This is the time where you need to go into your space and you need to kind of clean house a little bit. Like if you didn't do your spring cleaning, babies, now you're doing summer cleaning. So you need to go in there. You need to do that work so that your roots can be well grounded, and that you can nurture it and make everything that you need to happen with ease. You want to sprout, right? This is the time you want to grow. You want to be out there. You want to, your petals to be out there and open. This is me being a flower, Nancy.
That's a
And
beautiful flower, Tara.
thank you. And you want all that sunshine to come in and nurture you. Great time, Aries, for you to expand and really start to feel your feels in whatever regards that is, whether it's creation, whether it's just self-love, self-worth, whether it's a physical a realignment, whatever it is, babies, this is your time. So I'm going to leave that with you, Aries.
Nice. All right, Taurus, you got turkey. And I know it makes everybody giggle when you think about
Why
turkey.
does it do that? Why does a turkey make you laugh? I don't know.
Because turkey's always been associated with laughter and oh, you're being such a turkey, you're being so silly and stuff like that. When actuality for me in my world, turkey is really about focusing on gratitude and abundance. I mean, they are kind of funny and humorous, but I think what the messages are that's coming through with this is it's really about focusing your intention for the month of July, making sure that you are working with the laws of attraction, that you're working with gratitude and the blessings that currently surround you, because it's that energy that's going to continue to multiply as you, like we're talking about, rest and rejuvenate. But if you're putting that good intention out, that gratitude out, what you're going to find is all of a sudden that abundance and prosperity is going to come to you and flow through you. And we love that. We love that energy for July. The other thing I really want you to focus on is, and you guys hear this from me all the time, grab a journal and write it down, put it out to the universe, and be open to receiving what the universe is going to give back to you. So I feel like that's a pretty impressive message. Now I'm going to go quickly on these cards. On the other side, they do have a crystal, and the crystal that was associated with this one was green garnet. And green garnet really helps us lean into that gratitude and that thankfulness. So if you want to do some work with that energy around the nourishing added energy of blessings and gratitude, grab some green garnet and or gift it to someone you appreciate. I'm going to leave that
Oh,
there.
that's nice. Gifted to someone. Everyone likes a gifty, right?
Totally. I mean, poor Tara ends up with me giving her a lot of crystals.
Oh, I have. Nancy, just let's do this. What the hell is this? Is this, I feel like it's super
Lapis,
powerful. What is it?
lapis lazuli. It's
I thought so. It's such a strange color to me, to be honest with you. I know that sounds weird. This was gifted to me when Ryan passed over by one of my clients. She sent it in the mail. It's heavy as hell. But and I remember what she told me it was, and then you know me, I just know it's powerful, it's beautiful, and it sits there and it represents Ryan for whatever reason. So I'm assuming some kind of healing and helping guiding me.
it's phenomenal for spiritual evolution, for healing, for throat chakra, and because it has such a purpley hue, it's between the throat, the third eye, and the crown that it does a lot of its best work.
Oh, see, that's so cute, cool. And look, I just did you a full-on showcase of Nancy's wisdom and knowledge. But I love that. Thank you very much
Or
for
strange obsession with crystals.
right. Here we go. Gemini, let's see what's going on. Oh, you got the envy card. Okay, I want to say this. People always get all bent out of shape when the cards come out and they have a little bit of a negative intonation to them. Here's the thing, but the other thing too is that if you get all great cards, the person that you're reading for sometimes is like, oh, well, all the cards are really good and positive. Why wouldn't you want them to be? But these cards are, I just chucked them all over the place. These cards are legitimately the cards that you actually need to have in your lives. These are the cards that are reality based, right? They are the reminder that you are having human experiences. Now, Gemini, when this card comes up for you, this is a reminder for you to look at what you are perceiving others as having. So this will be a kind of disconnect for you in the sense of like, I want this, but they have that, and I want that, and they can have this. And it is that feeling of a little bit of human, envy. You see someone that's got a good pair of shoes and you're like, damn, I want those shoes. Or you see someone that's having some kind of prosperity or abundance in their lives and you're like, why can't that happen to me? The thing that I want you to know is that it can happen to you, and it does happen to you, and it may not be exactly the way that you foresee it as happening, but It is happening. So instead of being envious over someone else's accomplishments or abundance or prosperity, instead be like, well, that's nice for them, good for them, and be sincere in that, right? Be happy for them because there's a good chance that they would be happy for you in some sort of way to see you prosper. And remember, good come to me, good go through me. If you are feeling envious about something, acknowledge it, and then switch it. That's it.
Love it. I
Thank
love
you.
that. That's a good message. Okay, so we're kind of on a theme with the less attractive birds for for this. But by all means, Cancer, don't take this one the wrong way either. We got vulture. And so
I knew it was going to be vulture. The moment you said less attractive birds, and I'm like, we've got a buzzard or a vulture that's coming in, sister.
you know, they are not really, they're kind of like rats. Like, why do we like squirrels, but we don't like rats? Why do we like eagles, but we don't like vultures? They're both raptors, right? This is really about you leaning into the cycle of life right now, Cancer. With with vulture, I have so much respect because there's no waste. They completely rejuvenate the earth. So they take things that we might not want to see and they devour it, digest it, and it returns to the earth. And then the earth is nourished. So this is a time where you're really encouraged to lean into doing some earth energy work, work with Gaia, work with local volunteers, work with making the planet a better place. So even if it is in your garden right now and what you're laughing, she's laughing at me.
She said, work with Gaia, volunteer.
Yeah.
I was like, go down deep. Oh, go help someone across the street. I don't know. It just sounded like a funny correlation.
With the volunteering, I think when I go to volunteering, it's naturally with animals, and animals are very earth and grounded. So I guess that's kind of where I went with the volunteering there. Get back to what if you're giving to community energy gets raised. It helps raise the energy of the earth and the vibration around that. So it creates this whole sort of cultural aspect. And all of that from a little vulture with no feathers on its head. So, it's one of those things that you need to lean into. Are you recycling in your home? What is there different things that you can do? And then you can take it a step deeper, look at the nourishment of the relationships around you, around your friends, your family. What is it? It's just like Tara just said, good come to me, good go through me. And so it's the same with the vulture energy that's coming through right now. So I want to encourage you to just sit with that a little bit and see, what is it that you can do to sort of give back and celebrate the community around you for the month of July?
Yeah, I think that's so important to be honest with you. Summertime is a really great time because of the sun component, right? People start to feel the good vibes just because there is sun shining down on them. And then they tend to reach out and do kinder things, more positive things without even realizing it. Our perception of things is so bizarre when you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it, right? How we perceive things. The mind is such a fascinating thing. Okay.
It's true. Today is a rainy day that we're recording this. And the first thing I did is I wanted a warm cup of tea and I put milk and coffee in, and that's my fall winter thing to do. But the mind's perception of what's cozy, you just lean to. So lean into the sunshine, people. It's a good month for it.
It will be absolutely. I'm praying that it will be. Come on, sunshine in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, let's go with Leo here. Leo, what do you need to know? Action. This is a great card. This is probably one of my most favorite cards in this deck. And I was reading for someone here last night. A client came in. I was doing mediumship for them, and then I just said, look, we just need to look at something. And I pulled the card, and I was like, oh, look at this. And this card is all about freedom to me. But I
Mm.
want to step into this a little more, Leo, because horses always mean freedom to me. Just go and do what you need to do. Like wild horses mean freedom. Do what you need to do. And they always seem to survive and they always seem to flourish. And they're doing their own thing and they don't need you as a human. Do you know what I mean? It's such a powerful perception. But the interesting thing about this particular card, though, please, is that it is a black horse coming along, a white horse which is like running for its life. Do you understand? And I see this as the white being positive and the black being negative. And I want to say to you, Leo, this is a perfect time for you to take action to make sure that you are still in your power. That all the stuff that could catch up to us, all the stuff that is, we've kind of left behind us, and negative emotions, negative thoughts, negative situations, circumstances, people, all those things left behind us, they're always going to be nipping at our heels, right? It's always going to be there in the background. But as long as we keep ourselves moving forward and staying like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead, and knowing that we can do that, and embracing that is our free will choice. We don't need that shit that's following behind us. The other thing I want to say to you about the black horse, though, is that even though it could represent that negativity that I just put on it, based on what spirit's giving me right now, I also want to say to you, black is very much about protection. So here's this white horse, which also means wisdom and knowledge, and that beautiful kind of pure energy. But the black horse also represents that you are looked after, so you can safely leave that negative energy behind, because that negative energy is only going to catch up with you if you let it.
Mm.
That's it. So there's this beautiful, black hue around you that you want to just be like, yeah, no, that's not negative energy. No, 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 no. That is me protecting myself from everyone else's crap. My crap included, but everyone else's crap. And I really like that for you. So there's two ways to take that card. I really am focusing, Nan, though, on the fact that it was meant to be, look at that white horse go, look at that beautiful energy, staying ahead, doing the work, moving forward, creating speed and space. And the black horse following behind going, yeah, yeah, no, I got you. I got you. I got all the garbage for you, but I'm not going to catch up. I can feel it. I'm good. You're good. You're safe.
Nice.
I don't know what the hell that was, Leo, but it's all for you.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Virgo, we continue our bird theme. There are more than just birds in this deck, but for whatever reason, we are on it. You got crow, one of my single favorite birds. I love, love, love ravens. Crow's kind of the baby version of that. They are coming through right now with a lot of messages around be open to the messages. Right now, for you, I really feel that July is going to be a ramping up of what you're observing, what you're feeling, the development within your intuition getting stronger. Crows are amazing. They have sort of this universal consciousness. I have like at least 50 that convey outside once a day. They have a little chit chat and then they all disperse. So, what is it in that spider web of information and collective that you're going to tap into for a leveling up, so that you can get more guidance from the divine right now? Because I'm really getting that this is a lot about that spiritual development, that work for you. And it might be like Tara was saying earlier, where we're just taking a step back and you're resting and rejuvenating so that your intuition can open up for the month of August. But I want you to sort of tap into that and know that you are a magnet for everything and that you've got a strong flock around you supporting you right now. So make sure that you're aligning yourself with people that have that spiritual strength and that really good energy, that really good horse white energy like Leo just had. And I feel like July is going to be quite a profound month for Virgo.
Hmm. I like that. I like that because it flows into this whole door to personal healing and happiness that just came up for Libra. So Libra, I need you to pay attention here, babies, because this is all about you being in the moment and recognizing the moment for what it is. So this is about creating that space that says that you are able to bring what you need into your space, whether that's and this is personal. This isn't about you creating other people's happiness and healing. This isn't about you creating, other situations and circumstances where you're helping others. This is actually about you focusing on you. And we do talk about self-love, and we do talk about self-care and self-worth and all those self things all the time. But I just want you to take this for what it is. I deserve to be happy. I am happy. I am physically well. Right? Just focusing on those good energies and letting it be about you without any guilt. No guilt about this. It's not selfish to love yourself. It's not selfish to want the best for yourself, because I always say it, it's like a broken record, because that really in return gives to everyone. Everyone benefits when we are at our highest and best. So just step into that. Open the doorways, step into self-worth, step into your personal healing and happiness, and let it exude from you. Right? Embrace it, embody it, all those key fad words that everyone's using, right? Activate it, invoke it, whatever you need to do, but make it happen, because not only will you benefit, everyone else will benefit as well. And sometimes our humanness really needs to know that us being happy is important to other people.
Mm, I love that.
Thank
My
you.
husband's a Libra. He could use that message this month. Okay, Scorpio, you guys always break the mold. So we've moved off birds and you got cat. Now,
Ah,
I
cats and birds.
yeah, they do kind of go in tandem, don't they? Cat is coming in with a lot of independent energy for you for the month of July. This is about being within your own space, within your own skin, your own comfort, and not needing to surround yourself with a ton of different people and a different community. So it's kind of the opposite of what we just said about Virgo. This is the time for Scorpio to kind of go within, retreat, just spend some time alone with your close core of who you want to spend time with, and focus on your intuition, focus on opening up, focus on your beautiful independence and what it is that makes you uniquely you, that it doesn't really matter. Cats are very aloof. If you say don't push that off the counter, they'll go and off it goes. So lean into that energy this month. What is it that you're going to do with devil may care? It doesn't matter what anyone else's opinions are. It doesn't matter what anyone else is coming or going in or out of your circle. This is about you focusing on your wants, needs, and desires and your independence, and having some really good, solid alone time for the month of July. And I feel that that's going to really help bring you out of the shell, where maybe some of you are feeling a little hurt right now. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit like you've taken on too much, or vice versa. So if you go within and you spend some time reflecting there, I feel it's going to offer a bit of change for you. The stone on the other side of this one is Hiddenite, and it is one of my favorite stones as well. The thing I like about this is the Hiddenite can take a lot of the worrisome, repetitive thoughts out of your head. So usually when we're spending time alone, we tend to start telling stories or overthink or get in our head, and we spend too much time there. This is about getting out of that mold and just sitting in comfortable silence. And that's not an easy thing to do, but I'm going to encourage you to try to do that for the month of July, and just take time to meditate and just do what it is that floats your boat and brings you joy. If it's singing a song, if it's going to a musical, if it's reading a book, whatever it is, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a game changer and shift some of the energy for you and around you for July.
Well, that's interesting. Didn't I just say, being a Scorpio, didn't I just literally say that I need to have sunshine, happiness, rejuvenate?
Yeah.
See,
And the
you must be
card told
psychic.
you so. And the
Yeah.
spirit told you so.
You must be psychic. Okay, let's go on to Sag here. Sagittarius. Oh, this is a card that makes me feel sunshine and happiness. Just the wording on it is blossoming abundance. Yeah, baby. I would like to give this to Sagittarius in full swing, but I want everyone to take some of this, because when we create, when we inspire to have more, be more, that abundance, if it's for your highest and best, will always come down. But the best way to do this work, to set the intentions, Sagittarius, and anyone who really wants to do this work, is to legitimately think about how powerful you are and use those power words to set those intentions with the universe, with spirit. We are fully capable of bringing to fruition what we need. Sometimes what we need gets a little askewed with what we want, but this is saying that you've got it all here. This is a great time to reach out to other individuals. This is a good time to ask for a raise. Sagittarius, this is a good time for you to do some house renovations and get a good price on it, because it's all about lifting up the goodness of it. So look for the abundance, the prosperity to come back to you tenfold this month. As long as you're putting the right energy into it, you're feeling powerful, you're feeling worthy of it, go get it, Sag.
Nice.
It is nice.
Capricorn, we have Otter for you. And otter energy for me is all about play. It's all about bringing in fun. It's all about, they spend a lot of time in the sunshine basking their bellies in the water, and then they get down to it and they have fun and frolic and play. And it's about bringing that community in, having laughter, having joy, and really releasing any preconceived notions of what July should be. This is about you going impulsively into July, having some fun, opening the door, knowing that whatever you're taking time to rest and rejuvenate, the next step is creativity and sort of an excerpt of abundance and exercise and energy and a lot of physical movement and motion for you for July, which is something that I absolutely love. And I feel like working with water energy and earth energy, obviously otter is comes from water, so it's a great place to start working at that. Bring yourself back to balance using water. Get in there. If you like to swim, get in there and swim. If you don't like swimming, put your toes in the water and just draw on water's energy and work with that throughout the month of July. And what better time to do it when it's sunny and hot? And it's going to help you return to a little bit more of balance and redirect your focus to what it is you should be focusing on to bring that joy into your life, focusing on to keep it rolling through the month of August and September and throughout the entire rest of the year, so you don't fall back into the normal, practical, sort of prudent type of, I guess, spirit scope you tend to be. So lean into that fun. Know that you're going to bring a lot of abundance and happy people into your life while you're doing this. So I'm going to leave that with Capricorn.
Yay, Capricorn, you guys go. Okay, Aquarius. One of the only signs I feel like I should break out in song every single time. And you know who it makes me think of? Paula Gill. We have a very, very good friend she's a very, very good, she calls herself an amateur astrologer. But
Yeah.
every time I want to break out, I think of Paula Gill. Okay, so Aquarius, what do you need to know, my friend? You need to know door to romance. Now, this card makes me laugh because as soon as you start talking about romance, there's all sorts of different ideas and thoughts that pop up. This is the card, and you can see the heart is in a cage and it's got a lock. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can get a little closer there. The heart's in the cage and it's got a lock. This to me is really talking about Aquarius, making sure that your romantic intentions, your romantic partners, whether you have one or not, the potential of a magic partner, magic partner, romantic partner. Maybe you have to have a magic partner. That's all good. No one's judging. But all that energy is like, let's put some energy into that. The cage, the heart, and the lock is saying that there is something amiss right now. Maybe you're not paying enough attention. Maybe they're not paying enough attention. Life gets in the way. I've been married this will be my 24 years with July 15th. Mike and I will be 24 years
Congratulations.
married. We've been together for about 27. Thank you. And so, you become a little bit complacent, and we haven't had the best year overall, not Mike and I personally, but overall. So, sometimes you have to put a little bit of extra into a relationship. And I think that this is a beautiful reminder for Aquarius and everyone else. Like, let's be for real. I mean, if you are listening to this and you're like, then this message is for you as well. So just take a look at relationships. Doesn't always have to be romantic. I feel this is more inclined to be a romantic type of thing, but you can also take a good look at friendships, at coworkers and supervisors and all of that energy, clients even, and make sure that you are feeling like it's a give and take kind of feel right now, because having your heart locked up like that in a cage and the keys missing, because I ain't seeing no key in that card, just saying, is really not a comfortable feeling for most people. So this is a gentle reminder to make sure that you are communicating, that you are participating. And if you don't have someone in your life and you are looking for that, make sure that you are actually looking for that and just not hoping that Santa's going to drop, what's that song by Madonna? Santa baby, drop a man down the chimney or a woman down the chimney for you into your lap. 'Cause that ain't happening. You got to go out there. You got to do some of the work. So I'm going to leave that with you, Aquarius.
Nice. And last but not least, Pisces, you got snake. Yeah.
Mm,
I know snakes tend to creep some people out, but I love snakes because they're
me too.
about transformation,
Mhm.
fluidity, beautiful fluidity in their movement. I can't even talk anymore today. This is about you leaning into your feelings, and it's safe for you to feel those feelings, the good, the bad, the ugly, but you need to process them, work on letting them go and processing them, compartmentalize what you have to, where you have to, and then allow it to all unfold and transform in front of you. This is really about, if you can work through those feelings and emotions, it's going to allow you to transmute all of that so that it just gets released to the earth as that fluid motion goes forward. Snake is also very spiritual to me. They're a lot about spiritual sort of initiations and movement to next level as they shed their skin, and they become this beautiful new cellular creature with anything that no longer serves them is shed. So what are you going to let go of for the month of July as you lean into the new you're becoming, as you're transmuting all that no longer serves you, as you're processing those feelings and allowing your soul to evolve and get to that next step of where it has to, because I felt that, I learned it, I got the lesson, I'm moving to the next step. It's all about new cycles, new cycles. So again, if you need to take the time to relax, regenerate, and process, that's perfect, because once you hit July, it's going to be a brand new month for you. So I'm going to leave that with Pisces.
Yay, let's go, people. Summer's cracking up to be an amazing, amazing energy shifter for us. And that's what we want. We want to be able to step into consistent energy shifting, right? As soon as it becomes too stagnant, we all become Debbie Downers. So let's move into that beautiful energy. Nancy, thank you so much for this opportunity to share time with you again.
Thank you for sharing the time with me and the opportunity to share time with you. This is always fun every month.
Make sure that you guys are following us on our podcast, Spirit Angels and Guides. Oh my. And we are on all the platforms. I'm not going to name them because if you don't know them, you don't know them. But the platforms are there and you can find us there. Please follow us on our individual social media under Nancy Christine Brady and Tara. Oh, I was going to say Tara Diana. That's not how you're going to find me. Spirit Essence by Tara Diana is how you're going to find me. And I just want to put this out there. If you are not following us on our Facebook group, Empowering Intuitive Souls, this group is going to be taking a really big shift coming in probably about 2 months. And this shift is going to be where there's going to be a lot of content put in there, posts of value with other individuals that do different work. And Nancy and I will really be stepping into that and participating with them as well. So excited to see how that works for all of us. Nancy, it's a pleasure.
Same right back at you. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.